How can we make this new studio UI better? Um, as we may know, as all of you may know, this UI is going to be forced on us in the next coming months. The fast flag is going to be removed, and we will no longer be able to access this. This is going to be deprecated and completely removed from the application. So there's nothing we can do about that. So I'm gonna I'm gonna start trying to cope on my knees, and hopefully we can make this as best as we can. Um, so I'm hoping you maybe get some feedback. Um, if you guys maybe know something that I somehow missed in this video, there's mainly three things that we can do. Everything else is completely removed entirely. What we can firstly do is we can manage our tabs. And once we're in this little window here, we can change this to left. And this makes all the difference because there's no wasted space anymore. There's no reason to have it in the center. Some people like that, but that's what I missed about the old studio. I don't know why they added that to this new one, but if you want that, you can change that, and I'm glad they had that option. And another thing we can do, we can disable this compact toolbar. So this actually it gives us a little bit, gives us bigger icons. Kind of like the old one. I still miss the I still miss it like highlighting the name. I feel like that was so important because even these four like building tools, right? You use those so often, and now they have like this like mile apart margin. Why do they have these margins? They look so far apart and like it's terrible. And you look at this old one, it's the home tab, right? It doesn't go past the viewport at all. And we have this new one here, and it's just like we consolidated everything, but it's more, it's larger. Like, what are these margins? They're making everything worse. It was fine how it was. And also, I have yet to actually find the game settings. You know this little cog right here where you could just click this and have quick access to your game? I think they removed it. I can't find it personally. I've spent probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes messing with this. I can't find it at all. And everything has been just compacted into these little windows where, for no reason, our view tab was completely removed. They removed these little list icons. Those are gone entirely. They put them in these drop downs. So, you know, we have this align tool. Like, you can't access that stuff anymore. It's like gone. Collision groups, those are no longer accessible. Used to be able to come in here and just pick whatever you wanted, your command bar. More importantly, I use the command bar all the time. I disable it and enable it to make my viewport bigger. Now you have to go in here to script and click it, and then it disappears and you don't have access. And everything is so complicated for no reason. But yeah, that's the only two things we can do. The third thing is that we can create a tab, so we can go in here and put our command bar in here. But then I'm not sure if we have the ability to actually use these list layout buttons anymore. They're just they're just these squares, and that we can't do anything about it anymore. Um the save command, I don't know. Um, there's some interesting stuff in here. That's all I can say. We have an add tools button. I think that just brings this icon, or I think this just brings this up. So like, yeah, and then you can put your custom plugins in here, whatever, right? More to you. All I want is the view tab back. I don't necessarily want to recreate it. I'll probably end up, just getting used to this. I hate to even say it. All of the habituated fundamentals have just been torn down, and we can no longer exercise our you know our habits of developing. They just have to change everything. So if you guys know anything we can do to make this better, you know like literally anything I mentioned, these insanely large margins between the buttons, why do we need this? It like This should not be going all the way to the right side of my screen. Come on. But yeah. And then obviously, I don't know if you can actually share these tabs. I've I looked very briefly with the I looked through these studio settings. I don't know if you can actually change. I think that's all there is. The only thing they give you is the option to change your theme. That's about it. But so far that's the only thing we can do. Um if you're looking for your tools, they're probably in a drop down. That's all. That's the guidance that I can provide. They remove the collisions, the joint surfaces, the ability to switch through the physical. Um, and it used to just be here. You could choose snap to parts, collisions. It was easy that way. And I guess the theme is better. I like the colors better. Um, there's no real need to change it, but um the icons, the icons are so much worse. I don't know why. But yeah. Um if you could point out where the settings is. Like seriously, where's the little settings cog? Your game settings. It's gone. Everything's gone. We have to start from scratch. It's like learning Unity or something. It's painful. But yeah, that's all we can really do for now. Um, Hopefully, there's some knowledge in the comments. That's what I'm kind of uh, aiming to aiming for in this video. So that's about it.